Hi everyone, welcome to Young Gardeners. Today is mid-February, so welcome back. I am still working on, it's been a week, and I am still working on those 10 boxes of strawberries. This is literally the last box. So we've been making jam, so I measure out my 4 cups of diced up strawberries. I'm making 2 pies to pop into the freezer. We made ice cream already. We did the 2 different types of, what were they called? One was a strawberry cheesecake crescent roll. And those are pretty good. And we also made a strawberry cream cheese braid. It didn't taste like cheesecake because I didn't add any sugar. So there was that. And then so I'm taking a pre-made pie tin because I was being lazy. I've got so many other things going on. I already had these, so I was like, well, better way to use them, but I'm sure you could make your own. So it's just a graham cracker crust. And I am cutting off, not that one. Cutting off the tops, and I'm just placing them inside my tin here. And then the other day, I had taken a bunch of strawberries and put them in a pot, let the pot sit overnight with sugar. Yep, just sugar. I put in the fridge, let it sit overnight, and then the next day the pot was full of strawberry pieces like this, but it also had this liquid with it. This liquid is amazing. It's not super sweet, it's just kind of good. So my thought is, and I've never made this before, I'll tell you that right now. I was going to fill my pie tins with the strawberries, the fresh strawberries. Take the juice in these. I have 3 of these. I'll probably do 2, put them in a saucepan, add some sugar, pull some off to the side before it gets too hot. So just when it's kind of warm, bring the rest of it up to a boil or a simmer. Actually, a boil. Bring it up to a boil, and then I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch to help thicken it up. And then from there, I am going to multitasking is hard, I guess, today. Sorry. I'm going to let it cool down some. And before it gets super thick, get off my finger. Before it gets super thick, I'm going to pour them over these. I'm not going to fill up to the top. I'm probably going to do 3/4 of the height of the crust. So that way, when I go to put saran wrap on them, and if they fit in one of my Ziploc bags, great. If not, I'm going to do saran wrap and put some foil around them, and then put them in the freezer. Let them get hard, so not as I put them in there, but let them get firm. Then I'm going to stack them, and obviously write on your stuff what it is, so later when you pull it out of the freezer, you know what it is. I do that plenty of times. I'm like, oh, what is this? Oops, that doesn't go in there. I'm like, oh, not what I thought I was grabbing. Anywho, label. I'm gonna label it and be done with those. So my goal today is to literally cut up, finish our strawberries, and then I still have strawberry cages to make, which I do want to show you guys what I'm doing for that. I have a new strawberry bed I'm putting in this year on top of that one. We ordered strawberries, a couple strawberry bundles. I can't remember how many I'm getting, but we ordered a couple strawberry bundles. Hang on. You're a stinker. Emma decided to come up and grace us with her presence by eating all my strawberries. So now I have to refill this one. That's okay. So I have strawberries on order. They are shipping. Oops. They are shipping sometime the last week of April, so next week. Then in that same order, I have blueberries showing up, and I'm going to finish my blueberry patch out front, which I can show you guys this year too. We're getting into nicer weather, so we'll start doing... Are you okay? No. What do you need? Well, come on over. Come on. Philip's off hanging out with Daddy right now, so I have little Miss Emma. And little Miss Emma, I think, is hungry and is going to start eating all of my strawberries. That's okay. Would you like one? So I ordered blueberries. I'm going to finish off the blueberry patch out front, and I'll show you guys that in another video. And we'll talk about blueberries, what I already know, like what I found out about growing blueberries, some of the things I want to try with growing our own blueberries, and so forth. So that'll be a different video. We're almost there. And then, so there's 12 blueberries coming. I think I only have room out front for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. You want another one? Oh my goodness. All right, well, hang on. Let me cut you up one. I was using the Holler, but since these are a bit softer, since they've been... These are a bit softer since they have been sitting in my fridge a week. I'm just cutting off the tops. It's a little easier than trying to hold them. They get kind of mushy, I noticed. So, food for thought. So, I have these two done. I will show you guys how they turn out. Well, hopefully I'll show you how they turn out, because I plan on leaving one in the freezer and opening it up Mother's Day. Here you go. You're not eating them out of the pie. Here. Then eat them out of there. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like a big one? How about a little one? It's just your size. Where were we? Oh, yes. So I will show you those blueberry bushes and stuff when they ship and when they get here, what we're getting and how we're planting them. We're getting nicer weather here, so we're going to start taking you guys outside a bit more. I'm super excited for that. And then, so there's my 4 cups. I'm adding it to my pan. Oh, hang on, Ems. And then I'm going to add... Oh, hang on. I'm going to add to that. I'm going to turn it on to medium, actually. It's leaking air. That's interesting. There we go. Huh. I don't know what just happened with that. Anywho. I'm going to... So 4 cups of diced sliced strawberries. I added them to my pot over here. I'll show you what kind of pot I'm using. Pot. To that, I'm adding lemon juice. About 1/4 of a cup. And then to that, stir it around. You don't want it to burn. So I like to, as I add this stuff, stir it. Just not a bunch, just quickly mix it in. To that, hang on. You want to eat this one? No. To that, try not to get everything strawberry-ified today. I'm going to add 1. Usually I have my counting boy here. 2, 3 cups of sugar. And then I'm just going to stir this in. It'll be kind of thick to start with, but it will help pull the extra water out of your strawberries. And it'll help make that nice, thick gelatin that you get in your jam. Mix that all nice together, and I'll show you guys here in a second. Let me get all the sugar incorporated. I ran out of jelly jars, so now I'm using pints, which for us is fine because we go through a ton of strawberry jelly. See? So I'm literally going to let that come to a boil. And I'm going to keep an eye on it. Whoa! I'm going to keep an eye on it, let it come to a boil. And I'm going to just walk by and stir it. I'll probably let it come to a boil and simmer for 20 minutes. See where the thickness is at. So I learned you can take and put spoons in your freezer. Let them get frozen. And then when you want to see where your jam is at, you pull the frozen spoon out, and I just used my, what is this thing called? Spatula. I just used my spatula and dumped a little bit of the liquid on the spoon, started kind of swirled it around the spoon to make sure that it got cold, cooled off really quick. And then from there, I dripped it off the spoon. And that kind of told me the consistency it would be when it would set. The first batch we made the other day turned out to be a bit on the runny side. And I thought I'd screwed it up, but it tasted really good. Just wasn't thick. I didn't let it boil long enough on the stove. These strawberries are just a little bit more watery than I had thought. So they were taking more time. And that's okay. Yeah. So I am super excited to be done with the cutting and dicing and hulling of the strawberries and move on to something different. I think next up I'm going to work on our strawberry beds actually. I need to get, the one needs covers to keep the dogs and the children out and the birds. And then I need to buy or look on classifieds or locally here and find, they're not stepping stones, stones, blocks, cubes, whatever they're called, to make a raised bed in the front yard. We have the raised bed, and then I need to make another step down bed because it's all hilled out front. So when I'm going to plant strawberries in that second bed, the one that I need to put in, plant strawberries in that, but in order for the water to stay up on that hillside, I need to do steps down. So we are going to work on doing a step garden bed this year. You're gonna be a strawberry. It's okay. Uh-oh. He ran away. Look at that one. Oh, that's awesome. So as you guys can probably see in the background, it's just a cluster of stuff. We have been so busy. It's just unbelievable right now. But such as spring. I know spring and fall around here, and probably at your house too. So busy. Just so busy. You're getting ready, right now we're getting ready to do our big garden outside. So the housework kind of falls behind, but during the summer, we don't spend a lot of time in the house and the kids don't play with their toys so much. So then we kind of put them away per se. We get them all picked up, organized. And then when they do play with them, they put them back because they only got 3 or 4 things out. They're so much more into playing with their toys outside. And we don't have nearly as many of those. And it's a lot easier to go out and be like, hey, let's go run around the yard and go burn energy off. You're not getting anything out. This year, we also don't have little tiny puppies. We have 1-year-olds. They turn 1 on May 18th. So We can finally start training. I think we're going to put and do shadow and agility. I'm going to teach them all agility, but I think she'll be the one that's going to be her thing. She loves to just run after the ball and full out sprint around the yard. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other two yet. I'm sure we'll figure something out that they each really love, but nothing comes to mind that like stands out yet. So we'll come up with something. But I'm going to wrap up these strawberries and quit talking your ear off. And hopefully this has inspired you that next time you see strawberries on sale for a good buy, grab them. Even if they're not completely firm like this one, they are, let's see, do I have one? Of course, now that I want to show you when I can't find one. Oh, like this one. It's not completely firm. It's got a little give to it. Still usable. If they're super discounted, pick them up, bring them home, make some jelly. Bring them home, clean them up, make some. Yeah, we have that one. Make some into smoothies. Freeze them for smoothies later. They will be so much better than that creepy stuff you buy at the grocery store. So until next time, happy gardening, happy baking, cooking, preserving. So we're going to give this a quick stir. It's not quite boiling, but you can tell that the sugar is, actually it's almost all dissolved. When you stir it, you can feel it. You feel the difference as you keep going. So super exciting stuff. And she's off to watch Christmas Minnie Mouse. Oh, I just love my children. They're so funny. All right. That is all. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.